Hi everybody, welcome. Today's practice is all about your core. One of my favorite things to teach and to practice on my own. I'm going to give you a little preview of a peak posture that we're going to be working toward, and that is side plank. In yoga, it's called Vashistasana. So, if you're in a modified side plank, you're pressing firmly down into your left foot, and then your left hand is going to come up. Gaze down at your right fingertips, shoulder right over the wrists, so maybe get into it a little bit more, feel the side body, and then this is a great place to stay, or you can elevate your left heel. And then if you want to get into the full posture, you're going to come to a tabletop, step your toes out, and then walk your heels in toward one another. Spin open, hug your ankles. Again, shoulder over wrist, fingertips nice and wide, and then left palm up, coming into a side plank pose. So that's a little preview of what we're going to do today. Working through a lot of shapes. And welcome. Go ahead and if you have two blocks, set them at the top of your mat. If you do have a belt, grab it. Go ahead and lie down on your mat. And as you begin to lie down on your mat, stretch your left leg long, grab the strap, and place it on the ball mount of your right foot, and then send your heel to the sky. And you can straddle the strap. Allow your shoulders to rest comfortably on your mat, and then flex your toes. If you don't have a strap, no worries, grab for the belly of your hamstring. And then gently pry your shoulders off the mat and draw your chest toward your thigh, any amount. And then release it down. We'll do that one more time, just drawing it up and then down. Hug your right knee in toward your chest, and then gently pull the right knee over to the right, just deepening the stretch into the hips. Begin to send your right knee over toward the left. Tee out your arms for a supine twist. Lift your bottom hip back. As you deeply stretch into this, begin to straighten your right leg. So big stretch here. Breathe fully and deeply. And then one more breath here. Gently drag your knee in toward your body. And then set it down. Take a moment there just feeling the right side of the body. Pull your left knee into your chest. If you're using a strap, once again, right on the foot. And then up toward the toes. Turn down through your right thigh bone. Begin to walk your toes a little closer to your face. As you straddle the strap, just breathe fully and deeply into the belly of the hamstring. If you're not using the strap, take the hands underneath the thigh. And then begin to lift your shoulders up. And then exhale, lower them down. One more time. Inhale, lift it up. And lower down. Really nice, everyone. Hug your left knee in toward your body, in toward your left shoulder. Just feeling a stretch. And take it into a supine twist as your left knee falls open. And as you draw it up, lift up your bottom hip, stretch it back, and then begin to straighten your leg. Arms out to a T. Gaze can go toward the sky, or you can soften your gaze to the left. And again, full inhales and full exhales. And then both knees come into your chest, curl into a tiny ball. And then right away, starting with some core, lower both heels down to the mat. Take your low back down. And on an inhale, raise your fingertips up. And on an exhale, draw your shoulders up. Press your palms down. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, send your fingertips toward your heels. Just one more time. Inhale. And exhale. As your fingers stretch back, find a full body stretch. Find length. Curl your toes forward. Reach your fingertips back. Put your knees in toward your chest. Find a little momentum. Rock along your mat. And then cross at your ankles, finding tabletop pose. Once you find tabletop, spread your fingers nice and wide. Shift more weight forward. Tone the belly. Lift the low belly. Good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. Finding a few cat and cows. Inhale, chest lifts. And exhale. Final time, inhale. And on your exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your toes, lift your knees, bear pose. Engage your inner thighs. Gaze down at your thumbs. Breathe here. Lower your knees, big toes to touch. And then sit back, child's pose. Press in to your legs. Stretch further through your feet. As your shins reach down, rest your third eye down. The center of your forehead. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Shift weight into your palms. Send your hips up. Downward facing dog. Now first down dog. So draw some movement. Bend into one knee and into the other. Maybe bend into both. Just give yourself some movement opportunity. And then as you begin to find a static down dog, press energetically into your fingers. Send your hip creases up and then drop your heels down. And then inhale, raise your heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale, shift forward to plank. And then your exhale, come all the way down to your belly. Once you find your belly, roll your shoulders down your back. On an inhale, lift your fingers, lift your toes. Locust pose. Not the biggest locust here, so just really think about stretching through your pinky toes, extending out through the fingertips. Good. One more inhale. Softly land on the exhale. Take your fingertips out to a T. Drop your right ear down. And then use your left hand to gently pry over your right shoulder. Press firmly into your right palm. Finding it shoulder stretch. And then as you come back through center, take your left ear down, press into your left palm. Use your right hand and then shift to the left. 2 more deep breaths here. Do what you can. And back to center. Press into your palms, come into tabletop. Downward facing dog, stretch up and back. Look to your thumbs, step to the top of your mat. Dragged out pose.
Set your feet a generous distance apart. Grab onto the crooks of your elbows and gently melt the top of your head down. As you do that, raise your sitting bones. Bend your knees, and then add some movement, left to right, right to left. Send more weight into the balls of your feet. Release your fingertips, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold. One more time, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And release. This time, bend your knees, interlace your hands behind your low back, just expansion. Find more length along your neck, touch your chin. Release your fingertips down. Inhale and exhale. Walk your big toes to touch, and then slowly begin to roll all the way up to stand. As you roll up to stand, draw your shoulders down your back, and then gently bring your hands to your heart. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just give yourself a moment and a breath, feeling the weight of the body. Spread your toes. And together, deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, raise your fingertips up, mountain pose. Extend long through the fingertips. Drive your kneecaps up, send your thigh bones back. Hands through the heart, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Breathe in, and your exhale, breathe out, lower to the mat. Take your fingertips behind you. Inhale, locust pose, lift your chest. Exhale, hands come down, either tabletop or plank, you decide. And downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, lift to your thumbs. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, long spine. And exhale. Inhale, raise your arms overhead and right back down, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to the belly. Send your fingertips behind you. Inhale, locust pose, lift your chest, lift your toes. Exhale. Inhale, tabletop or plank. And exhale, down dog. Full breath in and full breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left toes back. This is where the blocks might come in handy. Begin first with some movement here. Just bend and straighten. You can explore with the different heights of the blocks. Middle height or going down. And this next one, send your hip creases back and begin to straighten your right leg. Lift through the kneecaps. Slowly begin to lower your left knee down. Runner's lunge. Hands come to the inside of your right toes. And then you decide here, maybe come down to your elbows, come down to your palms. Where do you feel the stretch in the hip? You even can kick your left heel in and then grab for your foot. Just decide where you're at today. Always reminding ourselves that this is a practice.
We're meeting our mat where we're at. And slowly release half splits. Take your blocks now and then really slide your hip creases back. Replace your right toes down, take your blocks aside, and then look forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, right side. Step your right toes back. And then just some movement here. So bend into your knee. Begin to straighten. And this last one will keep the knee straight. Draw your hip creases back. Melt into the pose. Big breaths in and big breaths out. As you return back in, take your blocks down and then begin to drop your knee down. And again, runner's lunge. So hands to the blocks. Just finding a couple deep breaths here. Breathing fully. Finding that opening through the left side body and through the hip crease. If you did so on the other side, right hand to the mat or the block, kicking your right heel into your glute, finding an additional quad stretch. Release your toes down, grab for the blocks, take the blocks, and center it around your left foot. Half splits, drag your hip crease back. Flex your toes toward your nose. Replace your toes down, pick up your back knee, and then inhale, look forward, step forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to Tadasana, and exhale, hands to the heart. Flowing through a chaturanga or staying with a planked down dog. Inhale, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. Press firmly into your palms. Inhale, right leg lifts. And on your exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, low lunge. Pivot your back foot flat. And on an inhale, warrior one. Take a moment here, drag your hands to your hips. And gently move your right rib cage back. Good. As you bend into your front knee, secure your back outer heel down. When you're ready, raise your fingertips overhead. As you firm down through your feet, lift your hip points up. Shine your heart. Inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Pivot open. Root down through your front heel. Find that heel to arch alignment, and then send your fingertips in opposition. Strength building pose, breathe into it. Drag your front shin forward. Keep your lower body the same. Inhale, reverse warrior. Tip your right fingertips back. Soften your shoulders down your back. Feel that length along the right side. Take an inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. Right hand either comes to the inside of your right leg. A block can be really nice, or you can bend your elbow and just drop it. As you do that, left fingertips up or left fingertips over.
Wherever you are, a few deep breaths here. Hug your right hip in. Press down through your back outer heel. Inhale, reverse triangle, 2 straight legs, tip back, draw your kneecaps. Inhale, exhale, runner's lunge. Give yourself a moment here. Again, movement side to side. Now listen carefully, press into your palms. Inhale, down dog kick. Stretch your right leg up. Good. Always do what you can. Exhale, down dog. Return back to the breath. Begin to feel that warmth in the body. Notice the right side of the body. And then left side. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Low lunge, send it through. Pivot your back foot flat. And then inhale, warrior one, Vashistasana A. Stretch up. Left rib cage draws back, right rib cage forward. Fingertips up, overhead. Fingertips can always remain right at the heart. Wherever you are, take 2 deep breaths. Hug your left hip back, right hip forward. Drop your shoulders. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, open up, warrior two, Vashistasana 2. And again, you can find some movement here. If you're working with alignment, go ahead and check in with your front heel and your back arch. Work your right toes in a little bit. And when you're ready, arms extend out. Find some softness and then the stability. So place the effort, but then find the ease. Left palm reaches up and over, reverse forward. In your exhale, side angle pose. Left palm down to the block, to the top of the thigh. And then as the right hand reaches up and over. 2 sides always different. Hug your left hip back, lift your chest. And then send your fingertips up and over if you did so at the other side. Keep yourself even. Spin your rib cage to the sky. Firm your right thigh bone. Inhale, reverse triangle, 2 straight legs, 2 straight arms, reaching up and back. Lift the kneecaps. A little change happening. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Straddle your mat. And then point your toes in, settle your fingertips down. Your blocks can be nice and handy here. Wherever you are, send more weight into the balls of your feet. And then tuck your chin, release your neck. Send your sitting bones to the sky. Draw energy up the inner arch of your legs. And release. And an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, runner's lunge on the left side. As you press into the palms, extend out through the heel. Inhale, down dog kick. Stretch your left leg up and back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice, everyone. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Drop your knees onto your mat, and then spin yourself around. Find your sitting bones. Heels can remain down, or begin to pick up your legs. As you tabletop your legs, lift through the chest. Boat pose, Navasana. Fingertips can reach up, heels can move forward. We're here for a couple breaths. Maybe straighten your legs, open through the chest. Take one more deep breath in and deep breath out. Hug your knees in. If you have a block or a book, go ahead and do this. If not, totally fine. Sit right back. Navasana boat pose. We're going to find some figure eights, really firing up the core. Take an inhale, and your exhale, pass the block around. Find some point of focus. Gaze in front of you. We're here for 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, Baddha Konasana. Butterfly pose. Soles of your feet together, knees, and then begin to fold over. Maybe 2 more deep breaths here. And then slowly come up and find tabletop. And so we're going to work with our peak pose now. Starting with the right palm down, spread your right fingers, shoulder right over the wrist, and then pivot your right shin back and find modified side plank. Great place to stay or reach your heel up. Send your gaze up. And then slowly lower down, moving in to side plank. Step back to plank pose. Walk your right hand in, stacking your shoulder right over your wrist. Spin, open, hug your ankles, lift your hips. Draw your low belly in. Gently draw your top hip forward. Good. Breathe here. And on your exhale, place it down. Find a child's pose before we do the other side. So slide back. Maybe a shoulder stretch as your fingertips reach forward. Press the palms together. Reach your thumbs toward the nape of your neck. And then send your fingertips forward, press up to tabletop, and we'll do the other side. So this time, left shin comes down, right toes move out, and then left palm down. Top hand reaches up, and then feel that space. Maybe lift your right heel. And wherever you are, stretch a little further. Good. Breathe in, lower the foot, and then come back down into tabletop. As you find tabletop, stretch back, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Center your hand right by your heart, shoulder right over wrist, spin open, side plank. Right hand reaches, left hip lifts, and then top right hip, just draw it forward. Good. Feel your core, flex your toes. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Really nice, everyone. Nice strength building workout. Now send your toes forward. As you send your toes forward, sit up nice and tall. And then inhale. Seated forward fold. Hinge from the hips, lower down. You can widen your legs. You can take a little bend. Just a couple deep breaths here.
And then slowly begin to roll all the way up as your shoulders soften down your back. Grab for a block and then lower down. Lift up your hips. Find a supported bridge. The block will go right underneath the sacrum and the shoulders down your back. Just take a moment here. Just feeling the energy of the practice. One more breath here. Gently pick up your hips, remove your prop, settle it down. Lengthen your left leg long, hug your right knee in. Take your left palm, place it on either your ankle or your heel, and then send your right fingertips out. As you begin to open into that first pose, you're finding a little bit more space here. If your hamstrings are feeling a little tight like mine, take a couple more deep breaths. Drag your right knee in. And begin to switch sides, right leg long, as your left knee pulls in. Place your right palm on the ankle, and then begin to stretch. Send your bottom hip over to the left, and then press into your left palm, and then begin to soften here. Bring your left knee in. Let your right knee join it, curling into a nice ball, massaging out your low back. And then take an inhale, and your exhale, full body stretch. Stretch your fingers, stretch your toes. Send your heels to each side of the mat. Lower your palms down by your side and just give yourself a few moments here to begin to soak up and absorb the practice. And one more full breath in. And full breath out. When you're ready, find some movement through your fingers and your toes. Get your knees into your chest and allow your knees to fall to the left. Just take a moment here. And then slowly begin to come up. Sitting up nice and tall. And together, take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Thank you so much for working your core, sharing your time with much gratitude. Namaste.